Look, welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. I'm your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of Record, also known as the voice of the streets, better known as the glue, because I like to keep things together and keep them in a proper perspective. What's happening out there? How y'all doing out there on this Monday afternoon? How was your weekend? First and foremost, when you come through, you smash the like button. You like, you comment, and you share. We're trying to get the Real Big Fruit Podcast where he need to be. Oh man, this is not a weekend wrap up. This is not a weekend recap. This is not a weekend wrap up. This is not a weekend recap. Because all I did was lay up over the weekend, chill out with my dogs and my youngest son. My wife, she was in New York with the family. So I ain't do nothing over the weekend other than watch the NFL draft and watch the NBA playoffs. Yo, City Boy Floyd, what's poppin'? Yo, Shaheen, what's poppin'? Yo, Sai, what up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I ain't do nothing this weekend, man. It was crazy how they did Shador, man, right? Yo, it was crazy, right? It was crazy how they did Shador, man. I did watch the draft, man. I thought he was gonna go. I ain't gonna front. I knew from all the drama, he wasn't gonna go in the top 5. I honestly felt New Orleans or Pittsburgh would have picked him in that first round. When that didn't happen, I said, all right, he gonna go early in the second round. That didn't happen. Third round, I gave up. I just happened to wake up and see he was drafted by Cleveland in the 5th round. So shout out to Shador Sanders. Good luck on that one, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time he will ever be coached by someone other than his father. And this will be the first time he will ever have to compete for his position. Yeah, y'all better pay attention. But I honestly believe he could come out and be the starter for the Cleveland Browns on day one. They got 5 quarterbacks in the locker room. If you ask me, I'm not impressed with nothing other than him. He could take the job. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is he'll be playing for $4 million instead of $40 million if he would have went in that first round. You know what I'm saying? So the NFL did what they had to do. They kept a black family in check. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't do that shit to the Mannings. They ain't do that shit to Archie when Archie said he wasn't letting Eli go to San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dion said it early. He didn't want his son to play in Tennessee, so the the NFL handled it, man. That's all that was. They was keeping him in his place, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm a Miami Hurricane, and my guy Ken Ward went number 1 to the Tennessee Titans. And I don't believe Shador is better than my guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy is the real deal. I don't believe Shador is better than my guy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin', Gumbo TV? Yo, Chewy, what's poppin'? Nah, there you go, Chewy, with your bullshit. I'm just trying to stay right. I'm just trying to stay right, man. You know what I'm saying? Punching the clock, lift a little steel now and then, hit the ball. Matter of fact, I just finished eating, so I need to do some ball. You know what I'm saying? For now on, you call me a pimp named Slickback. You feel me? All right, Dr. Usher, whoever the hell you are. Korea in the building. What's poppin'? Yeah, man. Yo, I was reminiscing back. Check it out, right? I was reminiscing. I'm going to give y'all some content right now. I'm going to reminisce. Yo, y'all remember when everybody started trying to come up and me and Brooklyn Mo was talking about this, right? We was talking about how, and it's funny too when you mentioned Tito, rest in peace, Big Nut. Me and Brooklyn Mo was saying that nigga Big Nut cheated. Big Nut cheated because Big Nut started hustling. He had some money in his pocket, and he came in the game hustling weight, so he cheated. And what I mean by he cheated was this, right? Big Nut didn't go through this is the 80s, man. Y'all remember in the 80s when everybody discovered what it took to sell crack and get on their feet? When everybody was jumping on the train, going uptown to 145th and Broadway and copping that bullshit. Y'all remember that? If you didn't go through that, phase, this is 87, 88. We shorties, man. 89 is when it stopped. But 87, 88, we 13 and 14. Dudes was going uptown on the train, son, to 145th and Broadway, buying the motherfucking 8 balls, bringing them shits back to Brooklyn, to the projects, chopping that shit up and getting on their feet. If you ain't go through that, son, you cheated. That was a phase you had to go through. If you ain't go through that phase, you cheated. You know what I'm saying? Because those was the days. And yo, it used to be crazy on 145th and Broadway. Them Dominicans be all up and down the block. It'd be 1,000 of them niggas. All them niggas got weight. All them niggas trying to sell you something. Yo, the shit was crazy. I remember that shit vividly. Word. Yo, Bad Vibes was popping. Yeah, son, I remember that shit. Used to jump on the train, go all the way uptown to 145th Broadway. As soon as you come out the train station, you walk up the block, turn the corner, 1,000 niggas up there. Yo, pop out. That shit was crazy. And you used to cop your little shit. Yo, the shit was bugged out, right? You used to get a nigga your money and hope the nigga came back. And the nigga would come back with that little bullshit and some aluminum foil. Yo, here. And you get that shit. You bring that shit all the way back to Brooklyn on the train. Right? It get better. Now when you get to the projects, you feeling yourself. Yo, catch a cab to Murder in Broadway. Yeah, best style, y'all know what it is. You catch the cab to Murder in Broadway. In fact, that's the store Jay-Z walked in the Hard Knock Life video. No, yeah, it's the Hard Knock Life with the kids when he walk in the store by the quarter water. That's the corner of Murder in Broadway. You jump in the cab, you go to Murder in Broadway. Murder in Broadway is where you bought your bottles and tops. Oh man, son, I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back, son. Word. Bad Vibes, I'm back home in the South. I just left. Oh, you just left BK, word? How did you like it out there? Hell of a difference when you got back home, right? Hell of a difference when you got back home. But yeah, you would go to Murder in Broadway, you get your bottles and tops. Come back to the projects, you put that bullshit on the plate, chop that little shit up, make your little trays. And when you bought your bottles and tops, you always bought the 3 dimensions so to make it look like you had more in the bottle than you actually had. Oh, sick. This was the days, son. Word. You be in the project selling your little trays or your little nickels and shit. Trying to make your little dollars. And if you went through that, son, you went through the steps. Some niggas cheated. They ain't have to go through that. Some niggas ain't have to go through that, son. Word. Those was the days, kid. Those was the fucking days. Taking that motherfucking train up to 145th and Broadway. Word. Yeah, son. Yo, Chewy, check this shit out, right? Shout out to my man Nard from the Bronx. Nard was a nigga in C74 doing that Brooklyn Bronx shit. He was in the building in 90 and 91. But Nard was a good nigga, son. Now, he didn't borough bang. He was a nigga Brooklyn niggas liked and Brooklyn niggas loved. So eventually me and Nard got cool. I fucked around, went home. Now Nard from the Bronx. But he one of them hustling niggas. He'll be anywhere, right? So I go home from the 6th building. And when I came from the 6th building, niggas show love, you know what I'm saying? I fucked around. This was the time when me and this nigga Puerto Rican Michelle was in good standing. And he was doing his 1-2. I was still trying to figure shit out. So he had to go uptown and cop. You all got to go uptown and cop. Go uptown with the nigga the cop and shit. And we was walking down the block. We was walking down 145th. I ain't gonna bullshit you. It was nighttime too. It was a couple of us. So we walking down the block and shit. And it was a dude standing in the fucking doorway with his hood on. And when I walked by the nigga was like, yo, Fruit, what up? I turned around. It was the nigga Nard from the Bronx. I was like, yo, Nard, what up? He was like, yo, what's up? Nigga Nard was up there fucking with the Dominicans. Nard was selling weight from the Dominican niggas. Nard get to it. Nard was a hustling nigga. Word, small fucking world, son. I ran into the nigga Nard on 140. I was like, what the fuck you doing over here? Ain't you a Bronx nigga? He was like, yeah, son, but you know me, I get to it. Yeah, fucking Nard. Shout out to my boy Nard from the Bronx. BX nigga, word. I would have been selling mad crack and had beepers. Listen, oh shit, Hassan Campbell in the building. What's poppin', son? Yeah, me and you ain't got no smoke, man. You know how that shit was. We was trying to entertain the people. You ain't bite. It is what it is. Yeah, son, I'm telling you, man, back in the crack. Yo, you talking about beepers. How the nigga bring up a beeper? Yo, y'all want to hear the funny story about a beeper? Shout out to my crimey and my brother, Butter. Yo, Butter, I'm going to take him back. Yo, Butter had two brothers that used to be in mid, Irvin Ride. Them niggas, you know what I'm saying? They was older niggas. So them niggas used to have beepers and shit like that. Laying around the crib. And Butter used to come out with them niggas beepers and shit, right? So we used to always say to the nigga, yo, son, you got a beeper. It ain't a fake beeper, it's a real beeper. But it don't work type shit. And we be running the chicks. Bitch, ask for your beeper number, then what? Nah. Yo, that shit happened, son. We ran into some chicks, bro was on Butter. And she asked for the beeper number. We was all like, deers and headlights. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, the beeper. What? First they had the little box shit, right? With the red button on it. And I think it hold like 16 numbers, right? Or 7 numbers. Then they had one that hold like 16 numbers. Then they came out with the real little short square one with the 2 buttons on the side. Shit hold like 30 numbers. Niggas used to be fronting, turning they shit off and on around the chicks, right? Acting like somebody beeping you and shit, right? Yo, oh, son, yo, hold on. Yo, walking to the payphone like you important. Yo, shit. Summer vibes. That's gonna be the vibe this summer, right? Yeah, son, that shit used to be crazy. Word. I remember them days, kid. I remember them days. Word. I remember I had a 3-finger. I'm gonna take you back, shit. I don't only talk about niggas, I'm gonna talk about fruit too. Yo, I remember I had a 3-finger, right? At 89. 3 fingers is played out at 89. Come on, son. I'm late with it. I got the 3-finger in 89, son. By the time 89 came, they was making all that thin ass 10-carat jewelry on Canal Street. Half of New York City was wearing that shit. So I had the 3-finger, some real light shit. And the shit was so thin, son. When it didn't fit, the shit was so thin, I was able to break the motherfucking fingers just to get my fingers in the shit. So I was running around with a 3-finger that was broke on the inside. And we used to pass that shit around the crew. Word. 10-carat off Canal Street. You couldn't tell us nothing. Word. Those was the days, son. Niggas used to have handfuls. Yo, son, what up? All that shit 10-carat. Word. I'm from Brooklyn. If you don't know, now you know. Word, the mother Chewy said Butter came to school with the people in a 3-finger. We worshiped him. See, Chewy, remember that shit? Butter used to have his brother's shit. Butter used to be... Yo, shit. Yo, those was the days, Chewy. Those was the days, son. Word. Damn, son, Chewy, you know what you made me just reminisce about? Butter and Nut, 1-on-1. Junior high school, 117. Woo, woo. Remember that one, Chewy? Woo, woo. Oh, my God. Yeah, son. Salute to the chat. Mots, what's poppin'? Peace, God. Yeah, man, it's a Monday. Vibing with the people. Like I said, I don't have a weekend rap recap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing. But check out Shador Sanders. And the Ant-Man. Yo, I'm a Laker. But I love me some Anthony Edwards. Yeah, man, Butter went Pernell Whitaker on Nut. Nut was like Marvin Hagler. Nah, Butter was like Sweet Pea. That was legendary shit, son. Word. Shout out to Shabon, man. Shabon had me doing homework. He still got me reading his memoir. Woo. Shout out to Shabon. I'm reading. I'm reading, brother. I'm getting to it. Don't think I forgot about you. Shout out to Shabon, the legendary Shabon. Y'all know what it is. LG's finest. I will be conducting that interview in the middle of May. But right now, he got me doing my homework. He got me reading this memoir. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing my homework. What could I say? You know what I'm saying? He kept it 100 with me. He said he was going to do the podcast, and he didn't do no one other's podcast until mine. And I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying?